Alright, so now we will continue with our simple interest examples. Alright, so Aaron borrowed $200 to finance a bike at a rate of 8.25% per annum for 18 months. How much did he pay back overall? What was the interest? Alright, so this is a similar question to the above. Alright, so they're asking how much did he pay back overall? Meaning he borrowed $200. He borrowed $200. He has to pay back the $200 plus the interest of $8.25 at the end of 18 months. So the $200 will accumulate by 8.25% per annum for 18 months. Alright, so by reading this, we know that when they ask how much did he pay back overall, they're asking for the accumulation. He borrowed $200 to buy the bike at an interest rate of 8.25% for 18 months. This is going to be a bit tricky to maneuver, but we will do it. We need to represent the 18 months in years because the interest rate is in years per annum. So we need to represent this 18 months as years, which is 1.5 years. 18 months is 1 year and 6 months, which is 1.5 years. All right, so we convert 18 months to years by dividing 18 by 12. We get 1.5. All right, so that's how we convert months to years, by dividing by 12. That's just a side note. All right, I'll just write it right here. 18 divided by 12 is 1.5. That's a side note because I need the space here. All right, cool. So now they're asking how much did he pay back overall. They want the accumulation formula. So we proceed as such. A is equal to the principal, which is the 200, multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate, which is 8.25. We divide mentally and get 0.0825 multiplied by time. We're not going to multiply it by 18. Alright, we have to convert the 18 months to years, which is what we did here, by dividing it by 12, and we get 1.5. So this is the value we'll be working with in our formula, 1.5, because we need to represent months as years. Alright, so that's 1.5. Put this in brackets for ease of computation. Now we put it in our calculator. 200. Turn this on. 200 multiplied by bracket 1 plus bracket 0.0825 times, it should be 1.5, 1.5, close brackets twice, voila. So as you can see here, after we make our setup, that's the hard part. It becomes easy now to just put everything in the calculator and get our results. So it's going to be 224.75. Alright, so this is what Aaron has to pay back at the end of 18 months. All right, at the interest rate of 8.25. This is what Aaron has to pay back. All right, good. And we have another part to work out as well. What was the interest? All right, so because we work out the accumulation, it's easy to calculate the interest, because the interest will always be the accumulation minus the principal. The accumulation minus the principal. All right, but only if the time frames are the same. However, let's proceed. We can either, the interest will be 224 minus 200, or the interest will be equal to principal times rate times time, which is 200 times 0.0825 times 1.5. All right, so we can calculate our interest any of these ways. We can always use a formula, or we can say, hey, the accumulation minus the principal gives us the interest that he paid back. All right, I don't have any space to write the answer here, but you can just throw it in your calculator and get the answer. But as you can see here, it's very easy to calculate. 24.75 minus 200 is equal to 24.75. All right, so you guys can cook that out for me. Another example. Sam deposited $400 into a savings account that earns $4.5% per annum. How much money will he have at the end of 3 years? Invoke the formula. All right, so A is going to be equal to, we'll use the formula. The principal, 400, multiplied by 1 plus, convert this to decimal, 0.045 times 3 years. All right, very simple. And this is going to be equal to, let's get our calculators. All right, so it's going to be 400 multiplied by 1 plus bracket 0.045 times 3, close bracket twice, 454. All right, and that is the accumulated amount. How much money will he have at the end of 3 years? That's the accumulated amount. Next question is, what will be the interest at the end of 40 months? Take a deep breath. We can handle it. All right, we invoke our interest formula, and we convert the 40 months into years by dividing by 12. The answer will be 3 and 4/12, which is just a third. So it's 3 and a third. That's a side note. That's a side note, all right? If we put it in our calculators, 40 divided by 12, 3 and a third. See? 3, point a whole bunch of threes, is 3 and a third. Now we proceed. Interest is equal to PRT, which in our case is 400 multiplied by 0.045 multiplied by 3.333 all the way out. And this is equal to, get our calculator, 400 times 0.045 times 3.33333333333 is equal to we can call it 60, right? Yeah. So the interest over 40 months is 60, while the accumulated amount over 3 years is, invoke the formula, principal times 1 plus interest rate times time, or multiplied by time, which is $454. We usually don't want videos to go beyond 10 minutes, so I'm going to end it here again and continue. These are kind of tedious, so I'm taking my time with them, but I will increase the speed as we go along. Alright? That's J2T. Stay tuned.